I've got balls of steel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Balls of Steel podcast. I am Onyx.
And I am Rumble.
And we both have balls of steel. And welcome to season 2 of the podcast. Yeah, we got through a year, Rumble. Yay! As I said in the last episode of the podcast, we're going to be doing something a little bit different for this season of the Balls of Steel podcast. So we're going to be trying to bring in special guests for every month that we do this podcast. And depending on how things go, there might be some changes in season 3. So our first ever special guest is somebody that me and Rumble have known for a good long time. He is also one of our biggest supporters of not only us being gamers, but also just our journeys in particular. Welcome on in, Shadowseed.
Hello, how are you? Glad to be here.
I'm doing good. To the people that don't know who you are, would you mind giving a small little background of things that people should know about you?
Well, I'm Shadowseed5. I sometimes stream on Twitch. I've mostly been streaming Cyberpunk lately, because Cyberpunk. I do sometimes stream over on my YouTube channel, but I don't do that much anymore.
Because YouTube,
mostly, yeah, mostly all of on Twitch.
Yeah, very much so. That's one of the main reasons why me and Rumble kind of made our little journey to Twitch from YouTube, because of that damn algorithm and all that. It's just been, garbage.
Yep.
Quite garbage. So, Shadow, what got you into gaming when you were younger? What's the first game that you think of that was your beginning?
First game. Do you remember the old Commodore computer system?
Of course, because I used to own one.
Do you remember the Carmen Sandiego game on that system?
Yes, I do.
That was my first game.
Oh, wow.
How did you beat that damn thing, though? Because that game can have quite the issues coming from the original 64. You don't know. I'm just
No, it was basically a shitload of luck.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's insane. And in terms of retro games, what's the one game that if you were to play it like right now, you would know how to get through it? What game would that be?
Star Fox 64.
Ooh, not bad.
Ooh, that's a good choice right there. Okay. Rumble, what would be yours?
Well, for me, it's kind of a toss-up between like Doom and Mario 64.
So many 64s up in this conversation. Mine would probably be the 3 main games that I tend to play on my retro moments, which is Torrance Passage, Wishbone, Amazing Odyssey, and anything that's old school Pokemon Gen 1 or Gen 2. Like, I just know that shit like the back of my hand, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, Shadow, what's your starter Pokemon?
That depends on the version. If it's blue, I'm going Squirtle. If it's red, I'm going Charmander. And if it's one of the Ruby, I'm going. I think that was the one with Torchic on it. I haven't played. That's Gen
2.
That's Gen.
Gen 2 is Torchic, Chikorita, and Totodile.
Yeah.
Did I stump you, sir?
Yeah, it just depends on the game.
Yes.
Depends on the game. Yeah, that's fair. What's a game that you didn't expect yourself to be into? Like, if you were to like meet your younger self and tell them about a game that you like now that they didn't think they'd like, what would that game be?
Dark Souls.
Funny enough, that would probably be Rumble's choice too.
I have to say it, but yes, like I never would expect myself to be in a Soulsborne game.
Funny enough, I'm trying to think what mine would be. Like, I could see my younger self getting into Dark Souls. Funny enough, I think it would have probably been the Assassin's Creed games because I didn't really I didn't really get into Assassin's Creed like right away when it first came out because I wasn't much of a fan of Prince of Persia because Prince of Persia, well, as you probably know, the original Assassin's Creed was supposed to be a spinoff of Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
I kind of see it.
Yeah. And just the idea that Ubisoft was going to be making a game that would be a spinoff of Prince of Persia, I didn't really like the idea. Because the Prince of Persia that I remembered playing was on a computer. and they tried to replicate like 3D shit, and I wasn't into that just yet. But also the sad thing about Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft is getting bought out, which is really bad. And I have mixed feelings on that because
yeah, Ubisoft split. Half is staying with its current owner, and the other half is splitting off with Tencent.
With Tencent,
forming a new studio.
Yeah, because I remember the last Assassin's Creed game that I played that I actually liked. Now, a lot of people will probably say that one of the best modern Assassin's Creed games would have been 4 because of all the pirate stuff. Arg, indeed. I probably would have chose Assassin's Creed 3. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Assassin's Creed 3, but I feel like that was kind of the last decent Assassin's Creed game. Of course, my favorite being 2 because Ezio Auditore is one of the best assassins ever created. And he can swim. Take that, Altair.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, back to the Commodore 64 for a little bit. Did you ever play other games on the Commodore?
Let me think. Of course, I played the classic Pong.
Did you play Maniac Mansion?
I don't believe so.
Do you know what it's about?
No, but I've heard of it. I just don't know. I think you've talked about it once, but
Yeah. So Maniac Mansion is about I guess you could say a group of teenagers that are trying to save someone that got kidnapped in a house and whatnot. You probably know of Day of the Tentacle.
Yes.
That is technically a spin-off sequel of that game. And of course, Thimbleweed Park, which is an amazing freaking game, is considered a legacy sequel because of a lot of the callbacks to it. And plus, they got a lot of the original creators of Maniac Mansion to come back and do Thimbleweed Park. One of my favorite PlayStation 4 Platinums, I must say. I need to play that again someday. I need to make a note of it. I'll make a note after stream. What other games did you grow up playing, Shadow?
After the Commodore, I had my first real game system was the SNES.
Super Nintendo. Okay.
Yes. I had a whole bunch of games for that. I had the Metroid Prime.
Okay.
I had, of course, I had Super Mario Brothers. Everybody had Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Specifically Super Mario World, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, I had... what the hell was his name? Rumble.
Are you asking Rumble a question or a game that's called Rumble?
No, the game was called Rumble.
Rumble, you have a game I didn't know.
I didn't know either. That's the first.
The best thing about having that was I had a when I got it, I had a video store within walking distance that was 5 rentals for $5.
Oh, I had something like that. They had a thing going on like that with Blockbuster as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah, but mine was a little mom and pop shop.
Mm-hmm.
That was their daily special for games. 5 rentals, $5.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Did you ever have something like that where you grew up, Rumble?
No, I pretty much had Blockbuster, but it was in like another town thing because I kind of live in like a, I don't know if I want to say like a community type thing where it was like in a community where it's like I had one place going to one town, another place going to another town. So
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I usually had like the Blockbuster that was like walking distance for me.
shoot.
Yeah, it was a really good Blockbuster as well. There was always really good movies for rental as well.
Yeah.
God, I miss Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Rumble, we're gonna go back in time and find the person who created Blockbuster, bring them to the future to take down Redbox and all that bullshit that's going on around us. They're gonna make Blockbuster Junior. Write that down. I will patent that one day, everybody listening. I will patent that one day. Blockbuster Junior coming soon to a theater near you. No theater. No. What were your thoughts on when Donkey Kong came out for the first time?
That was when I got to play it. I was about 7, I want to say.
Oh, you were a tiny tater tot nerd.
Yeah, it was just a funny monkey game.
Yeah, because I believe it originally came out for a regular Nintendo, where you played as a character that looked like Mario named Jumpman.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you had to jump over barrels and get to Pauline at the top with Donkey Kong. Which I used to make jokes about that when I became a teenager. I used to wonder if Donkey Kong and Pauline, smashed.
Oh God.
But it's those teenager thoughts. You can't ever predict them. And then of course later on down the road we got a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then because the reason I bring that up is there's a new Donkey Kong game right now.
Yeah, Donkey Kong
Really?
Dance, I believe.
Yeah, for the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just some games, man. Like this is something I've wanted to talk to about Rumble for a long time. When companies revive certain titles that you kind of feel don't need to be revived, but then there's titles that people want you to forget about. You know what I mean? Like, let me see. The last actual good Mega Man game, for example. See, this is just me being me, alright? I will always love the first 6 from Nintendo NES. Then, of course, there's the regular X, X2, X3, which I like those. But then after that, they just got kind of
Yeah.
just And then they decided to try and make games that were like based around Mega Man, like Mighty something.
Mighty number 9.
There you go. Thank you, Rumble. That's why you're here. Yeah, Mighty number 9. It was a decent concept, but I couldn't stand just the play style. It was quite clunky.
Yeah.
But
When
go ahead.
When you say that, I just remember thinking like tank controls, but in 2D.
You know, that's really what it comes down to, yeah. Because there's some tank controls I don't mind, but then there's some games that kind of do tank controls the wrong way. Like I know that you'll always, when you think of tank controls, I know Rumble will think of the Resident Evil games.
I mean, that's where I kind of start.
Yeah.
From, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, technically, you could say that Mega Man 64, Mega Man Legends 1, and Mega Man Legends 2 were kind of tank control-ish in a way.
I can kind of see it.
Because I love those games too. Specifically, the second game. I thought the second game was, in my opinion, much better than the first one. Like I could still play that game, like as if it was yesterday. Like the things that you can do to break that game. Like for example, not many people realize that there's a strafing button for Mega Man Legends 2. And if you get down pat how to use those and jump at the right times, any level is going to be basically easy too. Yeah, write that down, Shadow. This is where you get your mentalized version of a pen and paper, and you like write things down. Yeah, it's kind of like if you had Piccolo's ability in Dragon Ball. Just materialize what you want. Too bad Piccolo doesn't need to eat or anything. But I did want to mention another game series as well that all three of us kind of know bits and pieces about. The FNAF games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the bottom line, okay? I feel like Steel Wool has completely destroyed the FNAF timeline. Nothing against the glam rock animatronics, okay? Especially Freddy and how he doesn't want to kill you in this game. It's the only freaking game where Freddy doesn't want to kill you.
True.
Yeah. It's like nothing against, being a superstar. It's just down to, like, I think Scott Cawthon said that he had kind of disagreements with some of the people that were creating the new FNAF games because some of his ideas didn't really make any sense. And this is where I just completely fell off the rope with Steel Wool. I'm like, it's his game series. Do what he says. Why do you think that a lot of people care about his timelines? Because he made the fucking things. Don't tell them what should and shouldn't be in a game that is owned by him. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Let's start from the very beginning, shall we? Five Nights at Freddy's 1. A classic, I must say. The story didn't really matter too much in it. It's basically just the story of some kids that got killed in a Chuck E. Cheese type setting, and you're a security guard, and you're avoiding getting killed by animatronics that want to eat your giblets and turn you into one of them. Join us. And of course, you have to survive till 6 a.m. And technically, the game's title is a bit of a lie. You don't really play for 5 nights. You play for technically 7 because of Custom Night.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's like, well, I guess you say like you can only play for 6 nights as normal-ish, but then like the 7th is the customary.
and you get like what, 50 cents extra on your fucking check.
Yep.
Something like that, I think.
Man, the things Rumble could do with 50 cents, I swear. Like, here, get yourself a candy bar with that 50 cents. Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's meme I saw a while back, where it was Five Nights at Freddy's one Freddy about to eat this security guard, and the security guard gives him a Snickers, and he's like, "You're not yourself when you're hungry. Here, have a Snickers, better." And then he turns into Glamrock Freddy. He's like, "Better." It's, oh my god, I hate it. But yeah, FNAF 1 was quite the classic. What did you think about FNAF 1, Shadow?
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Cool. And I know Rumble did.
Kind of.
Sure. He finished it, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna say that he did. Because Rumble.
Well, easy, but
Yeah, I mean, it was, depending on the RNG, some people don't even get past like either night 2 or night 3. But then there's FNAF 2. I wasn't much of a fan of that prequel. Because, well, I get overwhelmed very easily. And there was a lot of shit going on, dude, and a lot of glitches too.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't against the toy animatronics or even the weathered ones. I wasn't even mad about the box with the puppet in it.
Marionette, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't against that. It's really just the fact of Balloon Boy.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I do that too, Will. I'm sorry, guys. Probably activated somebody's PTSD right about now, and I'm sorry if I did. I won't do that laugh ever again. Okay, I lied! But I didn't mind the death mini games. I didn't mind those, even though those got a little bit confusing after a while. But I guess the interesting thing was, I guess it would be when I finally found out it was a prequel, because on night 1 we got the phone guy, and we already know he got his giblets eaten by one of the animatronics. Which apparently in the books the phone guy's name is Ralph.
Huh.
Yeah, and plus, what I find cool is Scott Cawthon. He voiced not only Phone Guy but Phone Dude in FNAF 3.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very cool. I enjoyed that.
I gotta say, like, the fact that you said that the dude's name is Ralph, only one thing comes to my mind in particular when I hear that.
Which is?
I'm in danger.
Oh God, it's The Simpsons.
Yep.
I'm in danger. Yeah. But I wasn't really much of a fan of FNAF 2. I really tried to like it, but it just had too much shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you two totally agreed with that. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But then there...
I still remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just remembering like the flashback of whenever I did it was fucking FNAF 2. It's like, like I don't get scared easily or by most of any games, but like, oh my god, that was like the one game that actually got to me.
I'll get to the one that almost scared me in a little bit. But FNAF 3 was really fun. Like, I remember when a lot of people theorized that FNAF 3 was going to like have a completely different premise than what we got. And it's mainly because of one particular teaser image that was from ScottGames.com, which was the box of animatronic parts.
Yeah.
But then you find out that's just in the room with you in FNAF 3. Like, people thought that the new animatronic was going to be all those pieces from that box combined.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, I feel like Scott used that as an idea for a game in the future, which we'll get to soon. But FNAF 3 was fun. I used to have this theory that the person that you play in FNAF 3 is the same person that you technically play as in 1 and 2 because of the Phantom animatronics. Because keep in mind that the Phantom animatronics are basically like hallucinations that are going on with you because of the bad ventilation. And you don't really see that version of Chica, for example, in FNAF 2. You only see it in FNAF 1.
Yeah.
And of course, when it comes to like regular Freddy, well, how can I put it? He's not exactly in FNAF 2 in a way. It's hard to describe, really. But
I guess you could say it's kind of like. I guess you could say it's kind of like would be like a mix of like FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 in a sense.
Yeah. And I did like the mini games for FNAF 3 the most. Those were really fun. And you could definitely tell that in a way, Scott was trying to make the third game the last game.
Yeah.
But then, of course, he decided to add a freaking teaser at the end of Springtrap's freaking face brightened up in the background. And I'm like, Scott, really, man? You could have just left it alone. You could have just left it alone. But no, people caught up on that, and you know, because that was when because then afterwards was when he made 4, right? Because he did FNAF World after 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because FNAF 4 is my favorite one. Because that was one that almost scared me, and it was from the one that had the Nightmare Marionette and Nightmare Fredbear, which was the Fredbear that was all black and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightmare itself.
Yeah, and it could also crash your game too.
Yeah.
So I always thought that was interesting. I did like this one screenshot where if you checked your bed, it would have a really big nightmare head on top of the bed, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
I think it's like one of those. I think it's like one of those moments where like he could be behind you and all that.
Yeah. I always thought that was cool. The Halloween update was good too, where all of the animatronics were basically pumpkins, like made out of pumpkin and all that, like jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, jack-o'-matronics, yeah.
Yeah, those were fun. Those were fun too. Trying to think. Do you believe in the theory, though, that we were playing as the crying child in the hospital? Because there was like moments where like an IV bag would appear just for a split second beside the bed and things like that. Like, what do you think? Because we definitely played as a kid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I can kind of see. I mean, it's like because like it has one of those moments where it's like you're kind of like maybe like retelling a dream or something like that, and it's like you're really in the hospital, but you're having like these nightmares and stuff like that.
Yeah, indeed. And like I said, when his thumbnail on his website said the final chapter, I'm like, yeah, fuck you. It's not going to be the final chapter. like what is this? Friday the 13th, the final chapter? Remember when they did that back in the day with the movies? It's like it definitely was not a final chapter right there. But yeah, let's get into FNAF World. So I remember when FNAF World came out on Steam, and it was a glitchy mess, and Scott felt so bad about its release that he took it off of Steam, fixed the game, and he put it on GameJolt.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah. But
Yeah.
it started off like that, yeah.
But I enjoyed FNAF World. I thought it was fun. And a lot of people were like giving him shit about it. Like, oh, this isn't FNAF. It's not scary. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, he already said that he was taking it a different freaking direction. Do you guys not freaking listen to when he makes his announcements? Like, come on, let the guy have his little fun with his own, mascots and everything. Fuck off. Was there any moments of FNAF World that you liked, Rumble?
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I played it, but it's like, it was just like the only thing I'm gonna say, like, it was definitely like a different concept, because like, because I think it started off being like a bit of a mess, and then it's like you put it on Game Jump, but I think he actually put it back on Steam at one point as well, because I remember getting it that way. But yeah, I guess it was just like the concept of like seeing everything in a completely different like mindset, but then like seeing the quote unquote update 2 that happened with the game.
Yeah, and plus he added a couple little secrets in there that were like nods toward the actual series itself.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought that was interesting. What about you, Shadow? Was there anything you liked about FNAF World?
I never got to play it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely have to change that. I'll send you the link to it on for Game Jolt, and you can download it for free.
All right.
And then you can play it. And we'll probably do an update video one day. Yay! Because I like the concepts of all the animatronics that you could unlock. Like, I like that, and spoiler alert: the secret boss is Scott Cawthon in block form. Woo! Scary. And then that's where he kind of went quiet for a long period of time. And then he came back with Sister Location.
Yeah.
Now, Sister Location was what I was talking about, where I think that Scott took an idea or theory that the community had for FNAF 3 and made it kind of canonized. Because, like I said, a lot of people thought that the new animatronic was going to be like an accumulation of all the other animatronics put into one. But in Sister Location, we have Entered.
Yep.
Which is basically the accumulation of all of them, yeah. But Sister Location, I got mixed feelings on it. Because did it have its scary moments? Oh, yeah, it really tried. However, he added more confusion to the timeline for it. Because still to this day, nobody knows when it takes place. Like, you could look it up right now, and there'd be theories, but there is no confirmation of when it takes place in the timeline. Like, there's just nothing. And that's rough, because I like timelines. Don't even get me started with the Legend of Zelda timeline, because we already knew that Nintendo kind of gave up on that. Like, don't get me started on that. But yeah, Sister Location was a good concept. I liked a lot of the secrets in it, though. Like, if you don't listen to, like, Baby's instructions when you're in the dark room, you can actually find yourself in a security room that's similar to the actual original FNAF games.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And that was fun. And of course, you have a little plushie of psychic friend Fredbear, just staring at you with a little telephone.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically a radio, but it's the same damn thing. Just
phone.
Yeah, just run with me here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting concept.
Yeah, and they had like some interesting stuff too, because like because for one, and I think most people may or may not know, but like the whole situation with Funtime Foxy, like that was supposed like the quote unquote like the canonical lore jump scare type of thing that actually happens in the game.
Yeah, I remember I had a heartbeat skips moment in that game, and that was when you were in Belora's gallery.
Oh yeah.
And you're crawling and you're trying to listen for when she's close, and when you stop in one part of it, you can see her little legs just going in front of you, just moving. And I'm like, and I remember exactly my thoughts on that. I was like, oh, if I took one more step, oh my God.
Yeah.
um,
Another thing I remember too, and everything we're talking about that is I remember the whole situation with the mini game involving Baby, and we actually see what happened to the
Afton's daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she gets like turned into ice cream.
Something like that. Yeah, we'll call it that.
we'll call it that. Yeah. Um, I do remember though that there was two parts in Sister Location you didn't like, Rumble. One of them was restoring power and you going to Funtime Freddy's room,
Ugh.
and you were trying and also trying to get little mini Bonnie's little bow tie.
Pretty much, yeah, something like that. It's like there were some things I didn't really like, especially the whole situation with like after you get jump scared by Funtime Fox and you put in like a suit and you have to like.
I was literally about to bring that shit up, yeah, because I know you couldn't stand the spring locks.
I still don't like why man?
Plus, it took a patch to so-called fix that situation when it was still kind of the same. Like, Scott, what are you trying to do here, man?
Yeah, that's about as much of a patch as getting fucking madness weapons to drop for a fucking goat.
Oh,
I
don't
think
get me
you know what I'm
started with
talking
that part of Night Rain.
about. Sorry, I had to.
Oh, I know, you're good. Shadow, did you play Sister Location?
A little bit.
What were your thoughts on it?
My thoughts, I honestly think it was the first in the series.
You feel like
I
it was
think
the first?
yeah, Sister Location to me seems like the first location.
Why you say this?
Because it's more done up than Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria was. It's more sleek, it's more put together.
Problem is, though, was it was in a bunker, though.
Yeah, that's the entire thing. I think that was the proof of concept that Afton made. He made that so he could show people that's the selling point. Look at what I can make it for you.
That's true. It's kind of like how I used to think that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 happened in Fredbear's Pizzeria. Well, Fredbear's Family Diner. Because it was so run down. And it was so damn destroyed. And even one of the freaking mini games is where you have to use the wall in your security room to punch in a number for a mini game that happens in Fredbear's Family Diner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And plus, from what I heard in Secret of the Mimic Stillwell series, there's a Easter egg to the map layout of FNAF 3 in there.
Oh.
Yeah, which I find interesting.
Right.
But yeah, when it came to Sister Location was when it got kind of, I don't know, dumb for me, where he kind of took things in a much more paranormal route. With, like, for example, you finding out that all the kids were being farmed for this thing called Remnant or whatever that helped bring things back to life. But I guess it started to get a bit like small dumb when it was FNAF 3 and you found out that Afton was still alive in a Springlock suit. I guess that was also a thing. Like, it went from ghosts to weirder shit. But then there's the Pizza Simulator, also known as FNAF 6. It had such good potential, but I wish the jump scares were better. The jump scares were absolute trash. Because all they did was just, it felt like a PNG image that just, like, appears. Like, they don't even freaking move.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I like the concept of making your own pizzeria. I still to this day meme Candy Cadet all the damn time. Candy.
That voice.
Yeah, I do it to you, Rumble. I know. I do it because you like it so much.
I mean, I was just saying, like, I just remember, like, how some streamers would sometimes have that text-to-speech voice, and some of the voices I've heard is from that.
I need to make a note that whenever somebody does a text-to-speech in a stream that Rumble's watching, I'll have it say candy.
I think a certain someone we both know does that, but I haven't really been to his stream in ages, so I don't know if he still does it.
I know that Metal does, though, which one day we are going to bring in Miss Metal as a special guest as well. That'll be fun. But I did like the concept of FNAF 6. I really did. Because it was overwhelming, but not as overwhelming as FNAF 2. Because of all the tasks that you had to do. You could play it as a regular pizzeria simulator, but then you'd be called a failure, which is interesting. We'll mail you your stuff. Which I always thought that was interesting. Did you ever play Pizza Simulator, Shadow?
No.
Okay, that's also free on Game Jolt. I'll link it to you later.
All right.
Yeah. And I think you'll agree when it comes to the jump scares. They're not really scary at all. They don't move.
I want to say there's a theory behind that, but I don't want to put like money on it though.
Well, give it for free. What's your theory?
Well, part of me kind of thinks that the reason why like the jump scares are not as good as like some of the others might have been due to limitations.
Limitations? What kind of limitations?
Like memory, because like when you do so much in a thing, and it's like you only have so much you can be able to do, and it's like it's either like have it be this way or have nothing at all.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. They kind of did that in FNAF 2 in a way as well, when it came to the toy animatronics. Like you'd put on the Freddy mask, and they would just like glide over your screen in your eyes.
Yeah, I can just imagine like they were also like have like wheels on their feet or leg or knees or something like that. I was like, oh, how you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. And then, I watched people play the new one from Steel Wool. First, it's not a Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's not even scary. When I watched someone play it for the first time, I liked the Easter eggs that they had in it. But aside from that, I didn't really like what I saw. Of course, there was the DLC called Ruin, which I thought that was much better than the base game. And the reason why I'm not getting into the VR games is because A, I get motion sickness very easily. B, I watched somebody play them and I thought they were decent. That's all I can really say about it. And C, they were made by a completely different company. And I'm like, have them. But I have seen a little bit of Secret of the Mimic. I need to watch more of it. But from what I've seen, it's 10 times better than the first game that Stillwell made of the FNAF series. Like, I like the fact that when it comes to the Mimic, it's basically an endoskeleton. And it's never hiding in the same animatronic body every time you play. It's always hiding in a different animatronic suit.
It was like it could be a random thing.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that kind of quote-unquote scare tactic. I like that little tactic right there.
Randomization type thing, yeah.
I remember when people used to theorize that Scott Cawthon had a beef with Chuck E. Cheese. Hence the why he made the FNAF games. What do you think about that, Rumble?
Well, for one, I find it funny, but two, I'm just like, why would that be a thing?
I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I did not like the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese.
For me, I never really been to a place that had animatronics. I last well don't know what it was like, to be in a place that had animatronic stuff. But like, I know them being a thing. I just never had them. I've never experienced them IRL.
I have a big smile on my face because Shadow, you know what we need to do? We need to kidnap Rumble. Take him to a Chuck E. Cheese at night and lock him in there.
Wow, what do you do?
Oh yeah. And we'll like, and you and me, we'll get on like the intercoms and we'll do like the Freddy laugh while Rumble's going like roaming around. We'll be like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Well, you heard it here, folks. If you don't hear from me in a month, you can blame these two.
Ooh, 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 ooh. But what did you think about that theory, Shadow?
I really don't think that would be true.
Because I do remember that there was a oh my god, what was it like? I'm not gonna say there was like a murder there, but there was like a situation that happened at a Chuck E. Cheese a long time ago.
Oh, there probably was. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. But there's just too many like similarities between Chuck E. Cheese and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Like I gotta put this out there because I know someone, if they're gonna put it in the comments, I know someone's gonna bring it up. But the whole theory about recycled pizza at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in it, Shadow?
I believe at least one restaurant was doing it. I don't know if they all were doing it, but I'm pretty sure at least one of them was.
Can you believe, though, that Chuck E. Cheese has a frozen pizza in the frozen food aisle at some grocery stores?
Really?
Yeah. I'm never going to get it, though, because I have better tastes than that. I'd much rather get like a Red Baron or get a Tony's pizza because Tony, he looks like an Italian, so that means he knows what he's doing. He's probably one of the rejected Mario brothers. Yes, that's a callback to when I used to make my randomizers. Big Tony Mario, the one that was fatter than all the others and always would get there late. Yep. Big Tony, man. And then there was DiGiorno, which, depending on the toppings, DiGiorno wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
You ever had California Pizza Kitchen, Shadow?
No.
Yet where you live is where it debuted.
Yeah.
That means Shadow's afraid to go out, ladies and gentlemen. It's scary out there. Hey, I can admit it can be scary to go out there and touch grass, especially when it's spring or summer. All that damn pollen and heat. We don't need to get into that shit. But man, there's been a lot of games that came out where they're kind of based off of like in real life stuff. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, what's the first game you think of when it comes to that, Shadow?
Any of the Call of Duty games.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Fallout. Because the way things are going, we
ain't there yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a bunker, and we'll shove Rumble in there, and we'll lock the door, and then you and me will become ghouls. And I'll be like, "Hey, Rumble, it doesn't feel good out here."
Gee, the things that I have to do with these people, am I right?
And Shadow, he'll be like, "Yay." Yeah, Shadow will turn into a feral ghoul, and the only word he'll know how to say is "yay." And then, then Rumble will have to find a way to rebuild society. That's kind of scary. Rumble will tell the story of Duke Nukem to all the people that don't know a damn thing about what happened. He'll be like, this is Duke Nukem 3D. Play this. This is what happened before the bombs dropped.
Oh, God.
And then they'll be like, it was the alien bastards that blew up his ride? And Rumble will be like, yes, now quit bothering me. I'm going to go hunting for a mutant chicken and call it a day.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. See, Shadow didn't make the chicken joke, so I had to.
Knowing him, though, he probably had it in the back of his mind.
He probably will.
Yep.
He'll probably do it to you around the end of the episode. But yeah, why did you bring up the Call of Duty games, by the way?
Because they used to be good.
Oh yeah, I loved the first one. The first Call of Duty was really good. Now they've gotten too damn futuristic with it, and I thought that's stupid.
I don't mind the futuristic stuff. That's actually kind of the damn microtransactions in every single fucking one of them.
In every game these days, the damn microtransactions are ruining games. Like one of the reasons why Ubisoft is being hated right now is because they added freaking microtransactions to Shadows.
Yep.
And there's also the how can I word this without sounding bad? The whole thing about Yasuke being a black man.
Oh yeah.
And how that there's like a romance mission, I believe, where Yasuke can have relations with a woman that is very, very famous in the timeline itself. And that would mean that every person technically from her lineage would have been part Yasuke. Yeah, they didn't really think that through. Because, see, I can understand why some people are like, we don't really care about the history of the games that they give. It's all about the character. I mean, hell, when it came to Ezio Auditore, you know damn well he probably did not exist.
Yeah, definitely.
But the thing was that if you compare the older games to Shadows, what is it, like a Western developers made Shadows instead of Eastern developers?
No, Western developers made the entire game series.
Yeah.
But they had no fucking clue what they did with Shadows.
Like, I remember when there was a statue that was going to be released.
Oh, they released it.
Yeah, and then they had so many callbacks for it. Because they decided also in the game that there was a way to destroy a very famous monument, which I'm not going to get into.
Ew.
It was right, Rumble. Because, see, I could blame some of it on, like, some of the dumb people that you'll run into on Twitter, where they'll just find anything to, like, get mad about. But at the same time, I felt Shadows deserved some of its hate because I didn't think it was, like, fully thought out.
Yeah.
It's like they made two characters. They made one character, Yasuke, that was based around the new formula of Assassin's Creed. And then they made the woman, I cannot remember her name now, but she was kind of based around a little bit of the original formula.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, man. I bet you, if they made a new game series and it was based around Yasuke, people probably would have played it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
that would have been a.
Oh yeah, it would have probably been a really fun game.
Yeah.
But they made an Assassin's Creed title. That's what kind of ruined it for me. Because I remember when they had released the kind of platforming versions of, I think it was Assassin's Creed Russia, Assassin's Creed China, which I liked that one. And I think it was Assassin's Creed India.
Yeah.
It was like so. it was a 3-pack. I liked the one that they did for Russia. Russia's was pretty fun. China's was alright. But I don't know. I mean, I would have rather wanted to see an Assassin's Creed Russia than an Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
Plus, I kind of think that the game series kind of started to go bad when they killed off Desmond.
Yeah, that was a bad choice on their mark.
It was, because while I can get it that a character that is in a game series for so long can get kind of boring or uneventful or something like that, Desmond did not deserve the death that he had. Because he was tricked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ever since then, like, there's small little Easter eggs of Desmond, like, in the other games, but it's almost as if people want you to forget about Desmond.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. What about video games that came out based around movie titles? The first one I think of is Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Hell of a title that is.
Yeah. And it was literally called that, too. It's like they had Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always weird when you try to not only turn movies into video games, but even the other way around. Like, we got to talk about Super Mario Brothers live action.
Yes, the best movie ever made. And Onyx's favorite movie.
I hate that movie. Because my little brother used to tease me the fuck out of that movie, because there's certain lines in it that are funny, but they shouldn't be funny. Like the whole running gag about Koopa trying to order his fucking pizza and how he wanted pterodactyl tail on it. Hold the mammal, no worms, and spicy.
Oh, God.
And then in the end, when he's fighting the Mario Brothers, the pizza finally arrives. He says, "Not now." And I'm like, then why did you order the pizza? Because pizza's... anyways, yeah, let's get into the movie here. So, rest in peace, Bob Hoskins. I miss that man still to this day. And he even said in an interview that he wished he never did this movie. But then again, I heard that everybody was drunk on set because of how bad the movie was.
Yep.
Gotta get through it somehow.
Yeah. And the weird thing is seeing the change of direction in the career that is John Leguizamo. Because, see, John Leguizamo played as Luigi.
Yes.
But then this same guy played as a demonic clown in Spawn.
Yes.
Yes. And then, you know, he's kind of come back to movie stuff now, but it's like kind of like B-rate movies where he's kind of like the villain and stuff. And he's grown his hair, he's grown his beard out some. He looks like somebody from the mafia now. So like if you look at a picture of John Leguizamo as Luigi, and then you put right beside it a picture of John Leguizamo in 2025, you can tell it's the same person, but they had to have been brothers.
Yeah.
Like he's matured very well. Like he looks cooler now than how he did back in the day. They couldn't even get Yoshi right. They made him a mini T-Rex. I mean, he was still cute. He was still cute, but
yeah,
he was a mini T-Rex. And the weird part is they were able to have him keep his long tongue.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
That was weird. Yeah, I didn't expect him to have that part. It's like, oh, it's Yoshi. See, there's his long tongue. Ugh. And then, funny enough, there's a couple wrestling references in it too. Basically, Mario saying that he wants to take Danny Yellow to WrestleMania. And I'm like, which WrestleMania are we talking here, Mario? I want to know if it's a good one, if it's worth your money. Hell, you're from frickin' New York, and you're trying to take a woman to see WrestleMania on a plumbing paycheck. Shit, man. I want to know where you're getting the rest of that money from, Mario. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Daniela was going to pay for it. I mean, did you see how she dressed in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had those bombshells out for a while, though. Yeah. And then, of course, she ends up getting kidnapped by the brothers and everything, which I didn't mind their performance. Actually, I watched it for them secretly because they were fucking funny.
Yeah.
I know one of their names was Spike, but I cannot remember the other's name.
Neither can I.
But the thing was, I watched it for them because they were just fucking funny ass knuckleheads. And then there's the decline of Dennis Hopper as King Koopa. Not Bowser. King Koopa. It's like apparently they had the same little bullshit going on with Sonic the Hedgehog back in the day where in America he was called Robotnik. And in Japan he was called Dr. Eggman. And then they kind of combined both of the timelines in some kind of weird ass way.
Yeah.
What I find interesting though was the city setting for the kingdom, also known as Dino City or whatever you want to call it. It looked a lot like the underground area from Demolition Man.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. The only difference was I'm glad that they didn't have Dennis Leary in the Mario Brothers movie. That would have made things way too political. Way too political. Even though my favorite line from Demolition Man was when Sylvester Stallone found out that he was eating a rat burger.
Yeah.
And he was like, wow, this is a good burger. What's in it? The woman's like, El Rata. And what?
Yeah.
Rapper. Dude, There's a rat bird.
It's a rat burger.
Yeah. Which I love Demolition Man. That's another guilty pleasure movie that I love. Because if you took a shot every time that he said Phoenix, you would probably have to go to the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, Phoenix. But back to the Mario movie. The fact that they took Big Bertha, which was a giant red fish in the game, and turned her into an obese black woman in a red outfit.
Yeah.
See, as my little brother was a black man, that was one of the things that bothered him the most, because his older sister was also a quite obese woman back then, and she looked a lot like Big Bertha, and that really messed with him. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. She ends up kissing Bob Hoskins later. It's fine. She got her pay. It's okay. Because back in the day, women really liked Bob Hoskins. Oh my God. Because the thing is, it's absolutely crazy when you listen to him doing his American accents, even though he's British.
Mm-hmm.
And he sounds so cool when he talks in his regular accent. But he does a great American accent. Like, my favorite movie he was ever in was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Like, I love that
good
fucking
one.
movie. I love that movie. And funny enough, my favorite scene as a kid was when Jessica Rabbit was kind of flirting with him while he was in his boxers. You know? I would have done anything for Jessica Rabbit too, yeah. But yeah, back to Mario Brothers though. Was there a scene that stuck out for you, Shadow, when you watched Mario Brothers the movie?
The mushroom shield.
Oh, when Mario used the mushroom to block the Devo gun?
Yeah.
Trust the fungus. Mine would probably be when he turned Scapelli into a monkey.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was good. Yeah. It's like, monkey! What did you think about the running joke with the Ba-Bomb, though?
Yeah, that was funny.
Like, that one was good, too. And then the old lady with the stun gun in her purse wanting the Cooper coins.
Yep.
And then let's see. I love the police cars in that movie. Imagine if we had police cars like that in real life. That was some Mad Max looking shit.
It really was.
Yeah, and I like that. It's really hilarious that there's like small little pieces of stuff that I liked about the movie. But the fact of the matter is, they weren't based around completely on Mario Brothers stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I hated it as a kid. Like, the introduction of the movie. A long, long time ago, the world was ruled by dinosaurs. Oh, they were big, so not a lot of people. And, you know, like, why are you telling me the story of the dinosaurs? I'm supposed to be watching a movie about a plumber.
I mean, it's like you're hearing that. It's like you think it's going like Flintstones route, and all of a sudden it goes Mario.
Yeah,
route.
it does go a Flintstones route, doesn't it? Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Even though I will say, the first ever live action Flintstones movie was really good.
Yes, it was.
They had Rick Moranis as Barney Rubble, and I loved it.
Yep.
I didn't like Rosie O'Donnell though as Betty, because that was around the time she was starting to become controversial. Yeah. But then there's John Goodman as Fred Flintstone. I like that. Like my favorite line in that whole movie was when Fred and Velma went out to a fancy restaurant to eat, and you find out that Barney was the busboy. And I know this line still to this day. He says, "Fred, the only reason you got that job is 'cause I switched tests with you."
Yep.
But then also there's Wilma's mom. Wilma's mom was amazing. Oh my god! And I had her name right in my brain, and then it went. Oh my god! What was her name? Because she played as the original Cleopatra in the Cleopatra movie. I cannot remember.
I'm sure someone will come put it in the comments or something. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
probably. Yeah, or I'll just end up remembering it later, like I always do. You know, it's.
Yeah.
I hate it when names just slip out of my mind.
Yeah.
But then there was the original Super Mario Brothers cartoon that had the live action intros.
Pearl Slag Hopel.
Yeah, that's the character's name, but who's the actress?
Oh, the actress.
Because I know her. I know Wilma's mom's name. I know that by heart.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember the actress. Because she's very, very famous. She was
Elizabeth Taylor.
Who was it?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yes, that's the name. Thank you. Because she was the original Cleopatra. She also made a couple guest appearances in The Nanny with Fran Drescher. And she was in a lot of stuff. She was also considered one of the most beautiful women alive when it came to the first Cleopatra movie. Like, oh my freaking god. But yeah, Elizabeth Taylor was hilarious in that Flintstones movie. Like, hilarious. But anyways, back to the Super Mario Brothers cartoon. So, Captain Lou Albano the wrestler was Mario.
Yep.
That blew my damn mind when I found out that Mario was voiced by a wrestler. It's like, oh my god, that makes sense now in Paper Mario. Because there's a little side quest you can do in Paper Mario where you could be a wrestler.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really hilarious. But yeah, there was 2 Super Mario Brothers cartoons. They came out in America. They both were okay. But I watched the original one just because of Captain Lou Albano, because that was fucking funny. And then, of course, there was an anime movie that came out in Japan based around Mario, but it's way different than what I anticipated it to be. Because I gotta send you that movie, Shadow. But in the gist of it, Mario and Luigi were portrayed as Mexicans.
Oh boy.
And Peach was destined to be married to an actual prince. What else do I remember about that movie? It was fully Japanese. And how can I put it? It was a good concept, but I'm glad that they turned them Italian instead of Mexican. Because they made a lot of cultural jokes in that anime, and I'm glad that that was kind of changed. Because I think there's one scene where Mario wears a sombrero. Which, coming from a Japanese anime, stuff like that would not fly to this day. Like it just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. But yeah, like in the end, games turned into movies didn't really do good. But what about movies that were turned into games. Like I mentioned, the Street Fighter movie.
Mm.
I'm trying, because I do know that there was. Well, this is also going back to game becoming movie, but Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was cheesy,
good.
but it wasn't. It was cheesy, but in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, it was it was like a classic cheesy martial arts film.
Yeah, but then
It
there
was
was
fun.
the sequel. The sequel was absolute trash.
The animated series that came out later wasn't that bad, actually. It was
Yeah, the
actually
animated
pretty
series
decent.
was good. Yeah, I didn't mind the animated series. The voicing for the animated series was good.
Yeah, it was good choices on there.
I guess we could probably finish things off by talking about some cartoons that kind of made us like get into like other franchises. I know one for a fact that I know you'll remember, Shadow. New Ghostbusters.
Yes.
I wish that we had a series based off of the new Ghostbusters in live action.
Yeah.
Too bad Harold Ramis wouldn't be in it though. I miss Harold Ramis.
Yeah. Hell, the main actors of the original Ghostbusters film,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only one left alive.
Is there?
Yeah, it's what's his name? The slightly balding guy in the movie.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
He played Luthor in one of the Superman movies too.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, in the original Ghostbusters, let's see. Yeah, Harold
Because I know
Ramis is yeah.
Egon is gone, sadly.
Winston's still alive.
Oh, he is? I thought he
Yes.
passed.
No, he was in the last Ghostbusters movie that came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Dan Aykroyd, is he still alive?
Uh,
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
And oh god, I know Rick Moranis is still alive because he's going to be in the new Spaceballs movie coming out. Which I love the fact that he's coming out of retirement just to do that one movie, and I love it because nobody is Darth
Bill
Helmet.
Murray's still alive.
Yeah, Bill Murray's still alive. Rick Moranis is still alive. The guy that plays this Winston is still alive.
Yeah.
What about Dan Aykroyd?
He's 73, so he's still alive.
Okay. Yeah. Because let me see. When it came to the new Ghostbusters, though, yeah, I don't think it'd be possible for them to do a live action version of it now because one of the main pieces of it was Egon and how his hair turned blonde.
Yeah.
But then there's also
But,
what's called the real Ghostbusters with like the young kids.
Yeah. But Bill Murray's already stated he won't be on a Ghostbusters film ever again.
Oh yeah. Because the last one that he
'Cause
was in
Harold
was going to be his
Ramis-
last. Yeah.
Yeah, Harold Ramis passed. He said
Yeah.
it's not the same without him. It's not the same without Egon. I can't do it.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course. Like that doesn't
Now-
surprise me.
While we're talking about Ghostbusters, the new one wasn't bad. When they cast the all-female cast, it wasn't bad, but it tried too hard to be the original.
Oh, you're talking about the 2017?
Yeah, it tried too hard to be the original. If it had just been, they just set it in a different city, called it the Ghostbusters, had the same premise as the original Ghostbusters, but in a different city, this would have been a different branch, and maybe had the guys come on a call every now and again.
Yeah.
It would have been a
That
good
would have
movie.
probably worked because
It would have been a good movie.
It's time for me to start digging my hole now because I absolutely despise that movie. So that was one of a few movies I went to in a theater, and I actually walked out
Uh-huh.
because I tried so hard to like it. I really did. I even tried to keep an
Yeah.
open mind, but all of the actresses that were in there were mostly known for supporting roles in movies
Yeah.
that they did. They didn't give off that main character vibe. And when they tried to, they tried too hard.
Yeah, because they didn't know how to play a main character.
Yeah. And I'd say the way that you explained it would have made it a better movie, like a different branch.
Yeah, totally different branch, different city, different ghosts. Not New York. Not
Mm.
the same or similar ghosts. It would have been. They could have done so much. Cleveland, for example, has a very rich paranormal history. They could
Oh
have
yeah,
tapped
oh
into.
yeah, oh yeah. Very true.
Um, Hell, Sacramento and San Francisco, those started as one-horse towns, old western towns. The
Doesn't Texas
amount of
have it as well?
Yeah, the amount of paranormal history in the country, they could have had any city they wanted, but they tried to remake the original.
Yeah, and that was just very very rough. Now I will say the recent one that came out, which had to do with I think it was like Ice Kingdom or something like that.
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
I liked that one, but in a different way that you would think. I think that that movie will become the new Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Because let me explain something, okay? Is I will always love the first Ghostbusters. Me and my foster dad. There's two movies that we watch the most. Well, technically three. We watch Blade Runner original with Harrison Ford,
Mm-hmm.
Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars,
Yeah.
and then there's oh my god, my brain just had a moment again. God dang it! Um, Blade Runner. Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters. Okay. Because yeah, we loved Ghostbusters. We thought that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis were an amazing fucking team. Even before they got
Yeah.
Winston in there. Even though Winston was like that little cherry on top.
Definitely.
Like his scene when he was being interviewed um, was hilarious. Where he's like, the desk lady, she's like, "Do you believe in ghosts or the paranormal?" And he's like, "As long as it pays good, I believe in it."
Yeah.
I love that. But then there's Ghostbusters 2. Okay, Ghostbusters 2. It felt like it went through script limbo for me
It did.
because it could have been so much better.
It did. They actually rewrote the script twice.
I thought so. Because
See, what it was originally the place they were going to hold the final scene that tied in the entire movie
mhm.
wouldn't allow them to film there.
Why?
Legal constraint. They were going to do it in a bank. They wanted the final scene to be in a bank.
Oh my god.
The bank wouldn't let them. So the second idea is the one you remember the Ghostbusters video game?
Yeah.
The more recent one?
Yes.
The first person shooter? That
Don't
was the
remind
second
me of
idea.
that one. I hate that game.
I know, but that was the second idea with the island in the center
Yeah.
of that was the second rewrite, but they couldn't figure out how to do the island.
I just had a PTSD moment from that damn Ghostbusters game. Because the reason why I bring it up like that is Shadow has a one up on me because he was able to beat that game.
I platinumed that game.
I have not been able to play that game since it made me rage quit.
I think that's the only game that you've rage quit that I haven't, and I've platinumed.
Yeah, probably about that. And no, I'm not going to replay Gollum, okay?
I got to say, like, hearing the whole situation about the bank situation, I'm like, what are they gonna do? What do they think they're gonna do? Just steal all the money?
Yes,
uh,
that was essentially it. As far as the bank, now you have to figure out, this was before banks started putting the bulletproof plexiglass in front of the tellers. This was in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
CCTV cameras were brand new. Nobody trusted them yet. Security systems in banks was down to security guards with guns, and that was it. So if you saw the entire internal structure of the bank on TV, you just cased the joint.
Jesus.
And at that time period, yeah, I can understand that, you know?
Mm-hmm. But it could have been done. They could have made like some kind of like replica. They could have done that, but I don't know.
I think it came down to money, honestly.
I guess to end things off, I liked Afterlife. Afterlife was a very, very good Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Especially how they ended it with Egon's being a ghost.
Yeah. Oh. Before we end, cartoons. Onyx.
Yes.
The Deke translation of Sailor Moon. I can remember coming home from school and watching
Dick! Yeah, I know why Shadow brings this up because of a certain love triangle that was going on.
Yeah.
you explain it. It already makes my brain hurt.
Okay, there were two specific love triangles in that translation.
Mm-hmm.
One was between Amara and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Sailor Saturn and Sailor Uranus with Sailor Moon. Yeah, I stuttered. And Sailor Moon. And the second one was between Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, and one of the Starlight Strikers.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Because the one with Saturn and Uranus, or Uranus, depending on who wants to meme it first. In the American dub of it, they were considered cousins. But in the Japan version, they were lesbians.
Yeah, and the greatest thing about that version is they didn't think to cut out any of the romantic scenes or the kissing between the two.
Yeah, and it made it even worse. like
it made it so much worse.
Like, I remember watching that for the first time, and
man, there must be some southern ass cousins.
Yeah. Sweet home Alabama. Yeah.
Banjos playing in the distance.
Oh my God, yeah. And then I'll let you talk about the Sailor Moon Tuxedo Mask one, because that's definitely worth talking about too.
To me, with that translation being the only media of Sailor Moon I had ever seen,
at
that time, it was an abusive relationship.
Yes, it was.
It was a highly abusive relationship.
It even rivaled Joker and Harley from Batman.
Yeah. Oh. Yes, it did.
Yes.
But the one thing I can say about Joker is that when Harley was in trouble, he actually gave a damn enough to actually kill the son of a bitch trying to kill her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All Tuxedo came and would show up, throw a rose, then disappear, and that's it.
And of course the whole thing about calling Serena Meatball Head.
Yeah.
That
Joker
bothered
at
the
least
cat.
had the
crap.
balls to fight for his woman.
Yeah. On occasions, he would.
Yeah,
He would laugh first, and then he would shoot the motherfucker.
yeah, absolutely. But and once they got into the Starlight version of it, Striker version, that was a more healthy relationship
It was,
for
yeah.
Serena.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to think. In the Strikers one, was that when she was revealed to be the queen, the princess / queen, or was this after it?
This was after she was revealed to be the princess / queen.
Thought so. Yeah. Because
Because
Strikers, I always got confused with the continuity of regular
the
Strikers.
Starlight Strikers came after, and they were basically sailor soldiers of different stars.
Yeah, that's true.
So, oh yeah, that was a far more healthy relationship for Serena than what she had with
Tuxedo
Darian.
Mask, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you? One more question before we end. What did you think about the alternative disguise that that Darian used? Because I think what was he called? The Nomad or the Sheik or something?
A sad, strange little boy playing dress up.
Basically, but I'm trying to. I can't remember the name that he called himself there because I remember bits and pieces of it from the American dub, but he acted completely different than how he was as Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
Like still to this day I don't really understand that change that they did.
I think the change was more explained in the manga than it was in the
Cartoon.
translation.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you gotta figure, a lot of the stuff that the anime had, the original 90s anime had, was filler.
That's true. Plus, the manga got more into depth about Mini Moon as well.
Yeah. That's one of the big striking points against Tuxedo Mask, in my opinion. Because you hear throughout the series how Serena always wanted a big family.
Yeah.
She only has one kid.
Yeah, and that always kind of struck me as weird.
And I don't know if it was just me, but when they did the whole go to the future thing, and to rescue Serena's future self, didn't her future self seem to flinch every time her husband tried to touch her?
Yeah, I remember that.
And as a kid, you don't understand why that's going on.
Yeah.
But as I grew up and rewatched it, I said, yeah, there's something bad there. There's something really, really bad there.
Yeah, because it was always just a really weird feeling, just seeing.
Yeah. And you have to figure, when the series started, Serena was 15?
Yes.
And Darian was...
I think so.
Yeah, 15, and Darian at that time was 18.
Was he really 18?
Yeah. Now,
wow.
for a preface, at the time the series was made and the mangaka made the anime, that was completely fine and legal in Japan.
Yeah, because there's different...
different cultures, different age
different
of consent.
Yep.
But that was legal and that was normal.
Yeah. That was, yeah. Still kind of hard for me to wrap my brain around that, though.
Yeah, it still is normal to an extent. That type of age gap, but if it gets too much bigger, then it starts to get looking a little hinky, even to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, sadly, we're going to have to end the podcast episode for today. Shadow, I want to let you know, thank you so much for coming on by and hanging out with us and everything. I really
Mhm.
appreciate it. We'll try to see about probably bringing you in again soon.
Alright.
And Rumble, did you have fun with our first guest?
I gotta say, I mean, it's still surreal doing this whole thing. I mean, we're some of us slowly but surely growing.
Yeah, I know, right? And as you usually do, Rumble, would you like to send us out into the void?
I reckon I could. So, on behalf of Onyx and even Shadow Seed, our guest, again, thank you for joining us. But yeah, we hope you guys have enjoyed this new season and everything. And if you did, make sure to leave the video a like and give us a sub and all that to not only this channel but all our individual stuff as well, because we often do our own things every now and then.
And yeah, I'll make
And,
sure to put Shadow's Twitch channel in the description down below, of course. So, please go and check him out as well.
Yeah, but yeah, we hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast and everything. And until we see y'all in the next video, live stream, or even podcast for that matter, please take care of yourselves and hope you have a good week, weekend, and please stay hydrated.
Yes, stay hydrated.
Yes, definitely.